and thanks for joining us on tonight's edition of Sunday Delight on NTA Ado-Ekiti. On our lineup tonight, Ijeru-Ekiti welcomed people from all walks of life to celebrate the third edition of the Ita Ajero Festival. The event was not only to celebrate the cultural heritage and values of the ancient town, but also to promote unity and oneness. The Ewi of Ado-Ekiti, Rufus Adejube, has welcomed sons and daughters of the town to celebrate the annual Udiroko Festival, which marks the beginning of the traditional calendar of the town. Also sit back for the funeral of the president of the African Apostolic Church, Apostle Joseph Adeloye Atobatele, held at the church's general headquarters, Okeajaye, Aramoko Ekiti. Details of these and more have been packaged for your viewing pleasure. I am Tayo Osho. Welcome. Christians across Ado-Ekiti have been called on to trust in God, live victorious lives, and avoid actions that could threaten peace and unity in the family. This formed part of the sermons during Sunday services across churches visited in Ado-Ekiti. Rukayat Oladimeji has details.
At the Christ Foundation Evangelical Assembly, Ado-Ekiti, Pastor Oladifiawe took our text from the book of John chapter 5 verses 1 to 10, which recounts the story of the man who had been sick for many years before receiving his healing. She said, the story demonstrates that no situation is permanent when God intervenes, assuring Christians that whatever challenges they may be experiencing will eventually come to an end. Pastor Awe encouraged the congregation not to lose hope or allow difficult circumstances to weaken their faith, stressing that God is always ready to lift his children from situations that appear impossible.
For this year, miracle will see happen. What people did not expect will see happen and allow positively.
At the Christ Apostolic Church, Okefe Ado-Ekiti, Pastor Nicholas Ayodeji spoke on the topic victorious living. He said, every Christian is expected to live a life characterized by victory, explaining that victory is not achieved through human strength alone, but comes from God. Pastor Adeji explains that living a victorious life requires Christians to depend on God, obey his word, and remain committed to their faith even when faced with difficult situations. He urged Christians not to allow challenges, disappointments, and difficult circumstances to define their lives, but to remain steadfast in their faith and trust God for victory.
Everybody is supposed to live a life that is victorious. Victory comes from God.
Also, at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, the Livingstone Mega Parish, Egbewa Ado-Ekiti, Pastor Seswa Ogunlade, who took his text from the Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verses 15, admonished Christians to avoid unnecessary conflicts that could destroy the family. He explains that not every battle must be won through confrontation, warning that allowing disagreement to degenerate could lead to the breakdown of the family. Pastor Ogunlade advised couples to learn to let go and allow God to have his way whenever disagreements arise, especially when they believe they are right, and also avoid little issues that could eventually destroy peace, love, and unity in the family. Worshippers were urged to embrace peace, patience, and forgiveness as they navigate the challenges of life and family relationships in Ado-Ekiti. Rukayat Oladimeji, NTA News.
A specialized mechatronics and CNG technician training program for auto mechanics and other youth has been held in Ado-Ekiti. The program, organized by the National Automotive Design and Development Council (NADDC) in collaboration with Tofeco Limited, was an intervention aimed at developing the capacities of auto mechanics and other youth in Ekiti State. Bumi Adewumi reports.
The growing interest in compressed natural gas (CNG) as an alternative automotive fuel has created the need for more skilled technicians who can handle its installation, maintenance, and conversion safely and efficiently. The National Automotive Design and Development Council (NADDC) believes it is essentially important to bring together interested individuals for theoretical and practical sections on CNG technology. Hence, the specialized mechatronics and CNG technician training program in Ekiti State. Participants were exposed to different CNG kits and components, vehicle pre-installation checks, wiring and electrical connections, calibration, diagnostics, and maintenance. The Director General, National Automotive Design and Development Council, Dr. Joseph Oshanikwe, who was represented by the Deputy Director, Press and Public Relations, Ikechukwu Okoa, said the training was designed to equip participants with technical skills required for CNG vehicle conversion, installation, maintenance, and troubleshooting. He explained that developing the required technical capacity was essential for the effective adoption of maintenance of CNG technology in the automotive sector.
We can't afford to leave our technicians behind, and that is why NADDC remains committed to training and retraining Nigerian technicians so that they will be fully and adequately equipped in the industry.
The partner to FECU Limited explained that the practical sections were designed to give participants hands-on knowledge of CNG conversion, enabling them to identify faults, carry out proper installations, and maintain CNG-powered vehicles in line with safety requirements.
It's all about CNG, calibration, diagnosis. That's what they are learning here, and how to install, convert a PMS vehicle to a CNG vehicle.
Some of the participants commended the initiative, which will provide them with practical knowledge of CNG technology and improve their technical skills.
It's a privilege for me to have to be in this center to attend this very training, and it's a pleasure. In fact, I so love the training. It even increased my technology.
We thank God that they have done so many things to us. Even you have taught us so many things that we have never experienced before. So we thank God, and we also thank them for what they have done for us.
The specialized mechatronics and CNG technician training is expected to strengthen technical capacity in CNG conversion and maintenance, while supporting the safe and efficient adoption of alternative automotive fuel in Nigeria. In Ado-Ekiti, Bumi Adeomi, NTA News.
Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested a 101-year-old great-grandmother for allegedly selling cannabis in Ileshan, Ogun State. She was arrested with 90 grams of skunk, a strain of cannabis, which the agency said she admitted selling in small quantities. According to the NDLEA, the centenarian told investigators that she ventured into illicit drug trade after fire destroyed a provisions shop. She reportedly said her daughter, who lives in Lagos, supplied her with cannabis every 4 days for onward sale to local customers. Following her arrest, the NDLEA chairman, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, directed that she be granted bail and subjected to counseling in view of her advanced age. Her daughter was subsequently arrested in connection with the alleged drug trade. In a separate operation in Akwa Ibom State, NDLEA operatives intercepted a wooden boat allegedly conveying illicit drugs to fishing settlements in Cameroon and arrested 3 suspects. The operation yielded about 42.622 kg of narcotics, including 42.06 kg of skunk, other quantities of cannabis, and 20 grams of cocaine concealed inside a large wrap of edible cassava fufu. We'll take a break now. Sunday Delight continues shortly. Do stay with us. Many thanks for staying tuned. Ijero-Ekiti was agog in celebration of the 3rd Ita Ajero Festival 2026 to promote the cultural heritage of the ancient town. Kola Adebobi, who witnessed the festival, has the details.
Ijero-Ekiti was agog in celebration of the 3rd Ita Ajero Festival 2026 to promote the cultural heritage of the ancient town. Kola Adebobi, who witnessed the festival, has the details. It was a joyful occasion for Ijero Ekiti to witness another annual celebration of Itajeru Cultural Festival 2026, the third of its kind, under the leadership of the Owa Ajero of Ijero Kingdom, Oba Joseph Adebayo Adewale. The event was a fun-filled day for people watching the parade of various groups in the town as they emerged to thrill the crowd with ecstatic dance steps and movements, showcasing the traditional, cultural, and tourism potential of the ancient town. The Owa Ajero of Ijero Kingdom, Oba Adebayo Adewale, said the Itajeru Festival holds profound significance for the Yoruba people, symbolizing the historic gathering of Oduduwa's descendants' royal figures, a platform to preserve cultural heritage, foster unity, and boost local economic growth.
Because of the talent that God gave him, all of them used to meet in his own house. And the site of the meeting, that's what they call it Itajeru in Ile-Ife. And it has been in Ile-Ife since.
Some of the residents noted that the cultural festival is an opportunity to embrace their differences and unite in their shared humanity, promote cultural heritage of the land, and render supplications to God in line with their belief.
In what way are we going to improve infrastructure, rural support of our community? In what way are we going to be more represented politically?
We are so happy to celebrate this because this is our culture, this is our tradition, and this is our heritage.
It's an opportunity for us to come together, celebrate, dance, sing, eat our meals, and dress as beautiful as I'm looking today, You
can see the design of the pavilion there. By the grace of God, when we build it here, we expect it to even be a much better event.
For the past 10 months, we have been preparing for this event. I am grateful to God that it is coming out this way beautifully.
The Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Enitogunwusi, who made a royal appearance at the cultural festival, expressed his unwavering commitment to advancing and promoting the cultural tourism heritage of Oduduwa, the referred progenitor of the Yoruba race. Stakeholders at the ceremony commended the Owa Ajero of Ijero, Oba Adebayo Adewale, for his dedication to preserving the kingdom's traditions and values.
To galvanize our cultural heritage and also to continue to promote our town.
It's something they've been doing since the day of their forefathers, and I'm happy to be here.
Highlights of the ceremony include colorful cultural displays celebrating the traditions and heritage of the Ijero people. Stakeholders at the ceremony believe that the Itajeru Festival will continue to celebrate cultural heritage, unity, and identity of the people, which brought together sons and daughters of Ijero Ekiti home and abroad, as well as friends and well-wishers, remains a cornerstone event in Nigerian cultural calendar. In Ado Ekiti, Kola Adebabuyi, NT.
A happy celebration to the Owa Ajero and to the entire people of Ijero Ekiti. The area of Ado Ekiti, Oba Rufus Adejugbe, has hosted dignitaries, including sons and daughters, at the grand finale of the 2026 Udiroko Festival, which marks the beginning of the new traditional calendar of Ado Ekiti. Kola Adebabuyi reports that the festival was not only about speech making, but also a display of cultural heritage the ancient town is blessed with.
It was a display of culture and tradition at the Udiroko Festival, which marks the first day in the Ado Ekiti traditional calendar. The celebration was an opportunity to take stock of achievements in the past year, examine challenges, and chart course for the development of Ado Ekiti. The paying of homage to the way of Ado Ekiti, Oba Rufus Adejugbe, was another unique aspect of the ceremony, which signifies respect to the traditional ruler of the land, aside different cultural displays by different groups.
And that's why we are continuing celebrating it. And during the festival, Kabiyesi always pray for all the sons and daughters of this town. Pray for our progress, pray for our unity, pray for our upliftment and the upliftment of the town and that of state.
All over, we are so happy. We thank God for ushering us into a new year. And I say congratulations, Kabiyesi.
We come together today to thank God for what He has done in the life of all of us.
It's a day to celebrate the new year of Ado Ekiti and also to promote our cultural heritage. So, and it's a way of uniting, coming together.
So the celebration today is a commemoration of the first day our ancestors settled there, and it marks the first day in the year for Ado Ekiti calendar. So today is the first day of the calendar year.
We'll see them for many, many more years because he has really transformed the Udiroko Festival from what it used to be. Now it's gone global. So what we can wish him is to have many, many more Udiroko Festival.
The display by Ado Ekiti Olori Group, led by the Eyeshoru of Ado Ekiti, Olori Abosede, Adejugbe, added Diamo to the traditional and cultural festival. The way of Ado Ekiti, Oba Rufus Adejugbe emphasized the need for Nigerians to always give a pride of place to their history, culture, and tradition for the development of the country. From the point of history, the royal father said Udiroko is a euphemistic expression of the significance of the first meeting of Ado Ekiti people under the Iroko tree to celebrate the founding of Ado Kingdom, noting that celebration of the collective existence of Ado Ekiti people provides ample opportunity for sons and daughters to come together to appreciate God and pray for continuous peace and progress. The state governor, Pedro Ibanji, who congratulated sons and daughters of Ado Ekiti on the Age-Long Festival, which has become an important decimal in the cultural calendar of the community, stressed that government will continue to provide initiatives that will enhance sustainable development in every community in the state. Some ethnic groups from certain and northern parts of the country residing in Ado Ekiti also took time to associate with the cultural heritage.
This is a New Year day in Ado Ekiti. So it has a very beautiful meaning for Ado, and not only Ado indigenes.
The celebration, which remains the collective existence as Ado Ekiti people, provides the opportunity for sons and daughters, both at home and abroad, to unite, appreciate God, and pray for continuous peace and progress. In Ado Ekiti, Kola Adebabuyi, News.
Congratulations to the people of Ado Ekiti for the success of the age-long tradition. Now let's talk funeral. The body of the late president of the African Apostolic Church, Apostle Joseph Adeloye Atobatole, has been laid to rest at the church's convention ground after 105 years on earth. At the funeral held at the African Apostolic Church General Headquarters, Holy City, Okeajayi, Aramoko Ekiti, people were urged to toe the path of righteousness and always contribute to societal development. Kola Adebobuyi reports.
Family, church members, friends and well-wishers have converged to pay their last respect to Apostle Joseph Adeloye Atobatele after 105 impactful years on earth, especially in the ministry where he rose to become the president of the African Apostolic Church worldwide. There were administrations and tributes by different choral groups from various branches of the church in Nigeria and abroad to honor the departed based on his contributions to humanity and the gospel of Christ. Guest preacher, Reverend Joshua Akole, who described it as inevitable, stressed the need for people to do the part of good and always impact positively on humanity and their immediate environment in all situations. Highlight of the ceremony was a special thanksgiving by the congregation to appreciate God for the life of the late president of the church. The body of the late Apostle Joseph Atobatele was laid to rest at the convention ground of the church amidst a communion and tributes where Best rites were performed. Attention later shifted to a reception where guests were entertained and mass band display. Some of the children and church members described the late Apostle Joseph Atobatele as a disciplinarian who loved everyone around him.
Everybody thought that he's a very hard man. He's not a hard man. He's a soft man, indeed. But to train someone to be useful is not easy to be done.
He broke me down, he nailed me down just to bring something good out of my life. And here I am today, spiritually, physically, academically.
Embodiment of holiness. He preached holiness, he lived holy life to let people see way to follow.
And all the people that have been talking, he's a great man of God, and he's worthy to be emulated.
I had the privilege of staying with him in his house at a point in my life, and I experienced firsthand his generosity, kindness, and fatherly care.
Despite that Baba didn't have opportunity for the Western education, he yielded his life to God's call, and he has been very impactful.
A Christian week service for Apostle Joseph Adeloye Atobatele had earlier been held, where church members and dignitaries paid tribute to honor the deceased. The late Joseph Adeloye Atobatele was born in 1921 to the royal family of late Prince Olomola Atobatele and Mrs. Oyilola Atobatele of Okenisa, Ijebu-Jesha, in Osun State. He was appointed the Apostle, President, and Spiritual Head of the African Apostolic Church in 2007, the position he held for about 2 decades of unprecedented spiritual and administrative rebirth and unparalleled infrastructural expansion till his demise in April this year at 105 years of age. Apostle Joseph Atobatele will forever be remembered for different impactful roles he played at the African Apostolic Church, both locally, nationally, and worldwide. He is survived by a wife, children, and grandchildren. In Ado-Ekiti, Kola Adebobuyi, NTNews.
May the soul of Apostle Joseph Adeloye Atobatele rest in peace. And this is where we're drawing the curtain on today's edition of Sunday Delight. Many thanks for watching. Join us next week for another edition. Until then, do have a wonderful week ahead. Good night.